Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's edition of our AM Minnesota show. We have a very festive program today for the holiday season. Thanks to our producer today, the president, the principal of Faribault Bethlehem Academy, Dr. Chuck Briscoe, brought with him some special guests from the music department. We appreciate that, Dr. Briscoe.
You're welcome. I didn't know how exciting I would be, so I brought along some real talent, including our great band director, Mr. Scott Gardner. So they're all here ready to play the brass quartet +1, and people listening of a real treat listening to these kids this morning.
I think so too. And Scott's been around 40 years. We established that fact before we hit the airwaves here.
40 years. It's quite a story. When he walked in, I think he told me once there were about 14 students in that band when he walked in, and he has nearly 100 students now, and that's a credit to what he's done to BA.
Yep, fantastic. And they always sound really good.
They sound great. I was at their concert Wednesday night. It's wonderful. Both the middle school and high school bands were tremendous.
In fact, that concert will be aired, or a portion thereof, on our Christmas Day programming here on KDHL Radio at 11 in the morning. So be listening for that 11 on Christmas Day. The first segment, before we go to our market update, thought we'd get an update on what's happening at BA with the good principal and president.
There's always something going on. I talked last time I was on about an upcoming open house that was very successful. We had about 30 potential families and students there that night. We have another one in February, and that's really the key to our success. As I said, nobody has to go to BA. We have to go out and get students as we can. We've been working hard on expanding our enrollment circle. I visited every school within 25 miles of BA, and that's important. We also work hard on retaining all the students. I visit the home of every new family, so last night was my final visit. Since school started, I made 40 home visits, and you get a far different perspective sitting around the kitchen table. That's at least 40 cups of coffee I've had with families, but we need to work hard to retain those students, so it's been a good conversation for me, and hopefully the families enjoyed me coming out to their home.
Right, and there's a annual fund going on, and I understand you have a matching donor.
There's a matching donor of $25,000, and so if somebody wants to give right now, you can double your donation. I'm hoping that maybe Gordy will write a check here at the end of the program. But anybody who wants to donate, this is a great time because your dollar is double. So if you're thinking about a donation, I would do it now, and that's going to help us.
And again, the important aspect of that is that you get to double that donation as you
double your donation. So if you're you donate $100, that's like a $200 gift. So that's a great thing.
Fantastic. Were you in the band?
I was not in the band. I could play a little bit of the piano, but I was not in the band. I was not that talented. So I know you. I think you were in the band.
You took
right?
piano lessons?
Yeah. Yes. A little reluctantly, but I did.
Yeah. My mom tried to send me to piano lessons too.
Yeah, that's. I know the feeling.
Key word there is try. The instructor on the first day, I think I was like 7 years old, something like that.
I know the instructor was better than the student at the time when I was trying to go.
The woman, an elderly woman, called my mom on my walk home. I get home and Mom says, "No more lessons." I just couldn't sit still.
So at 7, you washed out of piano.
I was out of piano.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So anyway, nobody wants to hear about my musical prowess. We're going to hear some great music.
Hear some great music. I can guarantee it.
In the next segment, so stay tuned for that, folks, and maybe get a couple of words from the kids too. Always enjoy visiting with youth, and maybe Mr. Gardner will share some of his stories too, like how he became a band. I had a first cousin who was a band director at Osseo for many years, and just loved it. And we're going to talk about that when AM Minnesota continues, because when you're the band director, you have to know how to play every single instrument in the band. And think about that.
I'm sure if anybody can do it, he can do it.
Well, I know he can do it. He has to be able to do it, or he wouldn't be a band director.
Yes.
But I'm just saying that you have to be able to play every instrument, not necessarily well, I would assume, but every instrument you have to have a knowledge base of. In AM Minnesota, courtesy of Bethlehem Academy here in Faribault, we're going to get in the mood for the season. If you're not yet, they're going to play some tunes for us. Before we get to that, though, Dr. Chuck Briscoe, who is the president and the principal at BA, went over some information in the first segment. Is this Christmas in the Village still on this weekend?
Yes, I'm sure it's still on Saturday night and Sunday, so that's something that both present and alumni and friends will be performing. I know it'll be a wonderful show. So if you're interested in that, it's Saturday night and then Sunday afternoon. That's still on.
Is it in Van Orsel?
No, it's down at the, is it the Village?
Village Theater.
Village Theater.
Oh, okay.
So it's not at Van Orsel.
6 o'clock tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Sunday afternoon, matinee at 2 and popcorn.
Matinee at 2 and popcorn, and so it's, if you want to bring a family, it's a little more affordable for a family Sunday afternoon.
Okay. That's again at the Village Theater. Just another great event that they're doing during the holiday season. I'm going to let you introduce, or should we let the band director introduce our students in here today?
Maybe Mr. Gardner should introduce the students.
Scott, you want to do that honor for us? Yeah, sure. You can hop over to that microphone and just let us know who the smiling faces are here today. Who's on the tuba?
Our tuba player is Will McIntyre. He also plays baritone and as well as tuba, and he has played trombone in our jazz band. And right now he's our bass keyboard player for our jazz band.
What a
we don't have a bass guitar player, so not right now. So we just set up a synthesizer to sound as close to it as possible, and we've got it covered.
Is Will a senior?
No, Will is a 10th grader, and my brass group here is 8th grade, 9th grade, and 10th grade right now. So we know we have a good group, and we know they're just going to get better and better, and we'll still have them for a couple more years at least.
Yeah, you just handpick them, Scott, or they audition, or how does that work?
I just handpicked them. I just asked them if you'd be interested in doing a brass group, and I said, I'm sure we'll find some venue. Someone's always giving a call and saying, would you like, do you have some group that can perform for us? And it's embarrassing if I say no, so I thought, well, we better get a group.
You were at Milestone just the other
We
day.
were at Milestone Memory Care yesterday and played for the residents, and that was a wonderful experience for them and for us. And we're also going to be playing some background music in the lobby at the Village Theater tomorrow night for that. We have a 10th grade baritone player, Joshua, and Joshua Bohner has been playing trombone for years, and I told him we really need a baritone player, can you help us out? And he played baritone for us for our Christmas concert. We have Riley Voracek, he's a trumpet player, and playing trumpet now, and usually plays trumpet. He was a baritone player for us for our Christmas concert as well. We have to move people around, and the talented people end up getting experience on a lot of different instruments, if they're talented and if they're willing to work. Talent doesn't really do much of anything if you're not going to work.
Oh boy,
so
spoken like a true band director.
Yeah. So
Sounds
so
like Herb Brooks.
this is a talented group of people who get the job done. And Emily Wilder is our trumpet player, and she is such a fantastic trumpet player that I've never even offered her the opportunity to play anything else because we need her on first trumpet. And so Emily is a 9th grader part of our group.
Wow.
So this is the 4-piece group. Sort of an ad hoc thing. As I said, we just decided a couple weeks ago we should put together a group in case anybody asks for something. So, but I have no intention of breaking this group up in future years until they graduate. I can't do much about that. And with this fine group of people, obviously they're all going to graduate. So,
Had you ever sat down and figured out how many students you've had in your bands over the 40 years you've been here?
No, that might be kind of exciting to see how many people's
I'd be
lives
curious.
that I've been part of, but it'd also be depressing to realize, boy, that really adds up to quite a lot in 40 years. So, no, I haven't.
But some of your students have gone on in music, maybe not professional band director or something, but you talked about a musical therapist locally.
Well, we have a music therapist, Nicole Zwaber in Faribault, is a music therapist in town, and she was a trumpet student of mine, a graduate of 1990. And Erin, I'm not sure what Erin's last name is after she got married, but Erin Gardner was a student of mine. Different spelling, different pronunciation. We're not related, Gardner, and I'm Gardner. She's a high school band director in Farmington and has been there for a number of years. We have a studio musician, percussionist, and involved in other ways in professional music, Andy Gilbertson, who was graduated from BA, boy, I'm not sure, probably about 10 years ago or so.
Sure.
And Barb Reavers was a student of mine. She became a choir director down in Orange City, I believe it's called, in Iowa. And I'm not necessarily getting all these facts right.
Oh, that's okay.
Didn't,
Nobody's going to call you.
I didn't,
Sounds good
didn't
to
plan
me.
any answers for the questions, but and there are a couple others, and
Sure.
they'll come to me too late, and I'll just have to apologize if I ever see them again.
That's, how many members you got in the band, Scott?
This year, our high school group is 36, and our middle school group is 59.
Okay. Emily, can I get you to come up to the mic here and visit with you just a little bit? Just a freshman. And I can see what Scott means. You are very talented there on that trumpet. Was it always your favorite instrument? Did you always wanted to play the trumpet?
Yeah, ever since I was little, I've always wanted to play the trumpet.
Well, was your mom or dad a trumpet player? How did you come up with a trumpet?
No, I just saw trumpets in TV shows and movies, and I just thought they were so cool.
You have a favorite kind of music to play?
Jazz.
Oh, yeah. You in the jazz band?
Yes, I am.
How
I
many
play
people are in
first
the jazz
trumpet.
band?
There's like 18.
Geez, maybe we should do a show at the school with a jazz band.
Yeah, I'm not sure we could get
In the
18
future.
people in here.
No, I know we
but
could, yeah, but if we went to the school,
yeah,
we could
You-
maybe do a show.
you come up to the show school. We'll set it up. Let me know.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. You have a favorite song in the jazz band?
Sing, sing, sing.
Okay. We'll have to remember that. So you future plans? I know you're a freshman, so when I was a freshman, I wanted to be a brain surgeon. You see what I'm doing.
I don't know what I want to do when I grow up. I just want to be happy.
Something with music?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. Because it sounds like you could pursue that if you wanted to. You can do anything you want to. You have a favorite subject?
Spanish.
Can you say Merry Christmas in Spanish?
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, of course. Who can't say that? Hey, thanks for joining us, Emily. So, is this Riley here? In the salmon-colored shirt?
You can call it pink, I guess.
I'd call it rose. Yeah.
Rose.
Rose, salmon,
That works.
something like that. Well, I guess it's not salmon. It's more rose than salmon. I like your tie, too.
Thank you.
You're dressed very nice here today. So, Riley, tell us a bit about yourself, if you would, please.
I'm in 8th grade. Gone to BA since 6th grade. Before that, I went to Cannon River STEM School.
Okay.
Currently, I'm playing basketball. In the summer, I play soccer. Fall, I play football and I run cross country. In the winter, right now, I play basketball. And then in the spring, this year, I'm going to try track.
All right. You're going to be a sprinter?
Yeah.
Or a
I want to.
distance
I want to be a sprinter because I get enough of long distance running during cross country season.
runner? Yeah, no question. You do that to stay in shape for basketball or what?
I do it because I love running.
You love running?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Wow. I can't say that I ever. Running with a purpose I enjoy, like going up and down a basketball court, but just running to run?
No, I'm more of a plotter. I would run when somebody was on the end of a whistle, but that's no, not running to run.
What's interesting is, I saw this too, you enjoy biking. I enjoy biking too,
Yes.
which is kind of the same thing as running. I guess I don't know why I don't enjoy running. So anyway, your future plans. You're in 8th grade. Again, you heard me tell Emily I wanted to be a brain surgeon when I was in...
Yeah. I'm not totally sure. I currently am planning and want to go to Central College down in a little town called Pella in Iowa.
Yeah.
That's where my mom graduated from. So,
They had the Tulip Festival in...
yep, tulip time
Pella,
down
Iowa.
in Pella. We go there every year. It's so pretty.
It really is cool. I was down there around that time too last year. So are you related to the incoming mayor?
Yeah, he is my uncle.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
So I'd like to have an uncle going to be a mayor in the family. I never had an uncle who was a mayor in the family.
I mean, I guess it's not that much different. He's still my uncle.
Yeah.
Treat him the same. And just kind of cool to know that he's the mayor of Faribault now.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Have a favorite subject, Riley?
Probably science.
Science. So maybe a doctor.
My dad is actually a doctor. He's an orthopedic surgeon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, down Mayo in Owatonna.
All right. I'll let you get back to, what do you play again?
Trumpet.
The trumpet.
Yep.
Can a baritone player play all those instruments? I was a baritone player. I read
The
bass class.
scale is the same for
Right,
most of the
that's what I
brass
thought.
instruments, so it can be done.
So I could have played the trumpet.
Yes, you could.
Doggone, hindsight's 20/20. Cool. Now, if I could get Josh and Will to come up here together, because I only got a couple minutes left of the show, and I want to hear from them.
Around my stand.
Is it Bohner, Josh? Is that how I say that?
Yeah, Bohner.
Bonner? Are you in basketball too?
No, I'm in swimming. We just had our second meet last night against Albert
Yeah,
Lee.
you beat them too.
Yep, we won.
What do you swim?
I usually swim the 50 individual, the 100 individual, and the 50 relay and the 100 relay.
So you're a sprinter.
Mostly, yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. And then, Will, what do you do when you're not playing that tuba?
I like to do theater and the arts in the Paradise and stuff
Oh,
like
cool.
that. Yeah.
What's your favorite role ever that you've played in a play? He's thinking.
Bob Cratchit in A Christmas Carol.
Ooh, I'll bet that was awesome.
Yeah, it was. I did that in Northfield
Oh,
just
cool.
recently.
Okay. But that was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So you plan on making that your career then, Will, or what?
I don't think so.
I'm not going to see you on some TV show someday?
I don't think so.
How about your future plans, Josh?
I'm probably gonna do something with computer science and music because I just loved music so much. Mr. Gardner really did show me what the true meaning of music is with a band.
Oh, cool. Now, you have a favorite instrument? You're all multi-talented musicians, I hear.
Yes, I definitely do like trombone and baritone a lot.
Okay, but you can't decide. You want to flip a coin? Which one do you like the best?
Well, baritone is easier to play, but trombone's more fun.
It is? Baritone's easier than the trombone?
Yeah, the valves is easier than trying to figure out where the position of the note is on the slide.
My
of the
dad played the trombone. Doggone it, he had one up on me, didn't he? How about you, Mr. Tuba? You got a favorite instrument?
I like to play baritone a little more than tuba, but tuba's still fun.
Why do you like the baritone better than the tuba?
Because I like playing higher notes, not always just low quarter notes.
Well, the baritone has an incredibly terrific sound to it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks again to Dr. Briscoe for bringing these talented musicians.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Oh, it's a holiday gift from Faribault Bethlehem Academy to all the... Hey, folks, think about sending some money to that annual fund for the gift here. Timing, that concludes today's edition of AM Minnesota, KDHL AM, Faribault, Minnesota. Have yourselves a joyous weekend.